I'm going to give you 10 tips on basically making your mobile live stream successes amazingly. You would not believe how many people go live and they have not planned what they're going to say. So it's really important to plan your live stream, because if you don't plan your live stream, you don't know what you're going to say, and then people are going to be thinking, well, what's this person doing? They're just winging it. And that's not what we want to put across. This is all about professional live streams. Not only that, but then your live stream can be repurposed as a video. So the video is then stored on the mobile device, and then you can then edit to that after, either on the mobile device or on a computer if you so need to. So basically, you need to be able to create your live stream thumbnail, that representation. You want to be selling that in a very simple thumbnail with as little text as possible. So you want to be able to complete that in something called Canva. And don't worry if you've never used Canva before, because if you stick with me till the end, I'll be talking to you about a really good opportunity where I can help you with all of this stuff. This is important that the audio is good, because as I said in last week's live, if your audio is good but your video is a bit grainy or a bit not as good, the audience will stick with you. But if the video is really high quality but the audio is rubbish, the audience will bail. So basically, tips to improve your audio then. So if I was to show you just a brief over the shoulder view just from me now, I've got some soundproofing on my right hand side. It just helps to sort of deaden some of the sound and also to stop some of the echo from happening as well. And I really like it because it's super useful to be able to block out any echo and make that really, really good as well. Using a camera. Now a camera is basically your mobile device. Now it could be the best camera that you've got access to. I started with the 5S. It did 1080p video and it had a really good camera, and actually it's the one that I use for my top down views for when I do my tutorials. It has a really nice angled lens on it, but really you could use any mobile device that's iOS. So basically you can use any device, doesn't matter how old that it is. 5S, they normally recommend iOS, Apple devices, sort of iPhone 7 and upwards, but I've had no problems with my 5S. I basically get lots of old phones that no one else wants and I just add them into my setup, and that's how I grew. So streaming at the correct resolution, you would be really surprised how many people use their mobiles and they don't stream or record at the correct resolution. So really it's a case of going into your device settings and making sure that you can then optimize that. So with some bulkier, more expensive equipment, some of the live streaming software caps your live stream to 720. In other words, it's the quality that's just quite below HD. It's still HD, but it's not full HD as was known. It's kind of high definition, but not as we know it, Jim. So streaming the correct resolution is important. So next thing on the list then, basically be ready to share either your screen or your multi-view setup. So what does that mean? So basically I could have something like a multi-view setup where I could have 3 views, perhaps a bit like this, for example. I can have a multi-view which is prepped and ready, and then I can have that ready to be able to tap and share if I was to show a different angle or a different aspect of the work that I'd be doing. Got another one here that's set up as well, another example. So it's keeping the engagement going, but also keeping the interaction going with your stream as well. That you can use this in video conferencing applications like Zoom, Skype. You can have people going, how did you do that? I have people asking me, how did you do that without sharing your screen? And this is the really useful thing. So you can do this without any disruption to your live stream. You can literally either live stream or using Zoom. You can, rather than saying, oh, hold on everyone, I've just got to share my screen, hold on a minute, you can literally just go, okay, and so here's the next aspect of the presentation, and here we go, and you can go into what you're actually discussing. Preparing your B-roll and your audio and titles beforehand. So your B-roll is basically another way of describing secondary footage. So in other words, if I was talking and I wanted to have B-roll, for example, or bringing in a video that I'd already done, then you could do that. That also goes for things like sound effects. Thank you very much. So I could have a sound effect that'd be playing, and you could then trigger that, and it would allow you to be able to trigger that sound effect. You could have an applause, you could have lots of different things to make your live streams interactive, and all those can be imported and then tapped with a single finger. It's always good to prepare your B-roll, and you can import that, and then with a simple tap your B-roll's on the screen. So I've sometimes used drone footage and keep the audience engaged, because ultimately you want people to watch your video to the end to be able to find out what's happening next, or to find out what new features are available, or to find out what opportunities are available as well. Engaging with your audience. You could comment hi, hello, and I could then tap on that comment here in my environment here, and then this could be featured just within this little area of the screen here, and I can tap on that and then I can bring it on the screen and then showcase those comments. Obviously I wouldn't be able to do that after the live stream was over, I wouldn't be able to do that at all, but I could then obviously showcase that when I had a moment to be able to do so, and there wouldn't be an issue with that. And it really helps with engagement. He's used my comment on his screen and I'm part of the live stream, and that makes people feel good. Not only that, but when you live stream, you can live stream to more than one place. I can feature comments from not just Facebook, but if I was multi-streaming to YouTube as well, then you can feature comments from people who comment on your live chat on YouTube as well as Facebook. So that's a total game changer. Really good sort of quality of life aspects that I really enjoy with mobile live streaming over using a more expensive, bulkier setup. Practice live streaming to get better. So the more you live stream, the more you're imagining that camera is a gateway to one person, 10 people, 100 people, thousands of people, whole stadium full of people. If you're doing something like a gig or a presentation or anything that's sharing your skills, your products, you know, your business, anything like that, the more you do it and the more you imagine someone's there behind the screen, the more then that they will be more engaged with you when that one person does watch. And believe me, there will always be people who will watch. They may not comment or feel comfortable to put themselves out there, but they will always be watching. Practicing your live streaming, you'll get better and everything will be absolutely hunky-dory. So the more you've got, the more control you've got at your fingertips, the easier it then becomes for you to be able to get the best live streaming experience for your audience as well. And then finally, in terms of making money in your live streaming, now I'm someone who has been able to build private communities, and I've been able to attract some sponsorships from companies who are wondering, much like most people do when they're on a Zoom with me, so how do you do that then? How do you do that? How are you making your camera do that without sharing your screen? How are you able to share links and products that I'm not able to? You know, building that community, growing that community, really knowing what it is you've got, but using mobile live video and live sales videos to be able to engage your customers and your audiences is really going to be important. So I want you to be able to go to the following link, which is bit.ly/MLS free training. It will take you to a series of questions, and then once those questions have been answered, then you will be able to watch a very brief video about more in-depth details about what you get and what it is that you'll get when you work with me. And then any questions that you'll hopefully have, they'll be answered in those videos. You'll be able to book a call and we'll be able to have a good chat about where you want to take your mobile live streaming. We'll have a good chat and we'll find out if we're a good fit to be able to do that. So make sure you get involved. I will also copy and paste the link as a comment below this video for the replay. So if you are just watching this, do check that out. And yeah, as ever, thank you very much for watching this live stream. I'll see you next Thursday at 2 PM. Do comment below if you've enjoyed the tips, and if there's anything that you would like to ask questions about, also drop them in the comments below as well. Thanks very much for joining me. See you soon. Bye-bye. Switcher Studio, you can use all of your existing iOS devices and cast your computer screen all in one production. Create professional slick live streams and record and edit video with just one tap. Create amazing overlays, lower thirds, sound clips, titles, and even import existing video to your stream and trigger them from the comfort of your hands. Edit and display multi-view panels for up to 9 iOS devices whilst you stream, and automate the switching of these to give you hands-free control of your productions. Invite up to 4 friends anywhere in the world to join your live stream and have them in your production as if they were in the same room. Stream in crisp 1080p and have studio quality sound. I've used the app to make all of the YouTube videos on my channel, so I absolutely love it and I know that you will too. So if you fancy giving Switcher Studio a try, then why don't you use the links below. Use the code UN30 and then go to the link bit.ly/GetSwitcherStudio to be able to have a free 30-day trial. So go on, have a go. I've also got free tips and training over at my group Mobile Livestreaming Success on Facebook. It'd be great to see you there.